talk a little bit about what's been happening in the Eurozone and in particular what this could mean for the ECB? Because, we got inflation print and, some people are saying, oh, look, it's less than we got last time. But if you look at the core print at 3.1, you look at the fact that all of this is happening, lapping, the base effect impact. Do you think that this puts even, I suppose, more credence to the fact that inflation might not be completely handled in the Eurozone, that we could see policy staying on hold for a little bit longer than what the street's thinking?
Yeah, I think that's where all the risks lie, in the Eurozone at least. So, look, it wouldn't surprise me if come this week's meeting that Lagarde says that we're not even thinking about cutting interest rates. I think the earliest that they can do it is June. Look, there is a very small risk that they'll say that, look, we're starting to discuss interest rate cuts at some point, but I don't think it's going to be this week. That CPI last Friday and the wage numbers earlier, they're just not weakening fast enough to give the ECB confidence that, to quote an old saying, that the inflation dragon is slayed yet. Whereas in the US, I think there's more signs of wage deceleration and the core measures coming down. In Europe, it's still quite sticky.
You went exactly where I wanted you to go. You mentioned the United States. I want to go from CPI to NFP. Now, do you think, if we're talking, short-term tactical here, do you think that there's going to be any possibility of some kind of surprise? And how would you position right now in terms of your own expectations via the NFP print on Friday?
Look, in Australia, we call it the labour force lottery, and I think it's something similar to NFP in the United States as well. Look, this month I think could be interesting. There is an idea out there that changes in seasonal hiring patterns could have inflated the January non-farm payrolls and therefore undermined the strength in the February non-farm payrolls that we get later in the week. So it wouldn't surprise me if we do get quite a weak non-farm payrolls this week, although I think it's going to be largely statistical as opposed to a fundamental downshift in the US economy, because things like consumer spending are really, really strong. Jobless claims really, really low. So look, I don't think we're at a significant turning point in the US labour market, not yet anyway.